Adaobi finally discovered her husband's secret. It wasn't another woman. It wasn't stolen gold. It was a 20-foot serpent wearing her wedding ring, Balandu. But to understand how a bride married a monster, we must return to the day pride drowned wisdom. And what Adaobi discovered would change everything. Watch till the end. Adaobi was born with a beauty that bent attention. Men crossed rivers carrying goats and cowries for her hand, but Adaobi refused them all. She did not want a farmer. She did not want a hunter. She wanted a life above the dust. From the shade of the iroko tree the elders watched her, and said nothing. Night, drums thunder, firelight dances. On the night of the new moon festival, a stranger entered the village. His name was Chichadi. Gold rested easily on his fingers. His robes smelled of distant oils. Here comes. He spoke softly, and never rushed his breath. A child stepped forward and reached for his hand, then stopped. A village dog sniffed his robe and backed away, whining. No one noticed, except the elders. They whispered that Chichibadi never blinked, never ate in public, that his skin was cold like river stone. Adaobi smiled. She saw wealth. She did not ask why living things feared him. By morning, marriage drums had been announced. The ceremony was quick, too quick. An elder opened his mouth to speak, but the drums swallowed his warning. That night, Adaobi left Umuaku behind and followed her husband into the Forbidden Hills. Chinadi's mansion stood alone in the hills, carved from stone that never warmed. As Adaobi crossed the threshold, her wedding flowers wilted in her hands, their petals darkening, crumbling to dust. The house welcomed her, like a mouth closing. Even at noon, Adaobi's breath fogged the air. When Chikanodi touched her arm, his skin felt cold. Not sick cold, river cold. That night, Adaobi woke and looked at her husband. Chikadi slept facing the wall. Then his jaw loosened, slowly, unnaturally. It unhinged wider than any human mouth should. A wet stretch, then it closed. Chikadi did not wait. Let it fall. Adaobi never slept again. After midnight, the sounds began. Something heavy moved across the stone floor. Not footsteps sliding. Each night, Chikadi slept deeper. Each morning, his clothes fit differently. The cellar door remained locked, and always wet. One morning, Adaobi found something on the stairs. A shed scale, smooth cold, still alive. Her fear finally found a name. Adaobi returned to her mother. Her mother listened and did not look surprised. She brought out a small gourd. Some spirits borrow men, she said, but oil remembers truth. That night, Chikudi fell into a sleep too deep for dreaming. Adaobi rubbed the oil onto his skin. The man flickered. For a fraction of a second, his face shifted. Eyes and mouth misaligned. Scales visible beneath borrowed skin. Then everything was still. And Adaobi understood. She had married something wearing time incorrectly. The trail of shed skin led to the cellar. When the door opened, the smell of swamp and old water rushed out. Inside waited the truth. Chishaladi was a mamlamben, a serpent spirit that traded part of its soul for wealth, for flesh, for a human bride. You were never meant to see me like this, he said. Truth shattered the spell. By dawn, the mansion was gone. The gold had turned to mud. Chipardi returned to the forest. Adaobi was found alone in the dirt, clutching a cold wedding ring. and a handful of dead scales. They still tell this story in Umuaku. When easy wealth comes quietly, ask what it eats in the dark. Because not every blessing is a gift, and not every husband is human.